But this is crazy. Like, you're not just known for your work in the game, but how does it feel to now be saying stuff like, I'm going on tour? Because that doesn't really happen to a radio presenter, does it?
Yeah, it's very rock and roll. I've annihilated the minibar, tearing it up, kicking into the Monet, or the Moet. What do you call that champagne?
Moet.
I call it the Moet.
So you're a little more hood then. I'm trying to use the French pronunciation of Moet.
Well, I'm from America, you see. We don't have to pronounce anything correctly. We'll just bomb you back into the Stone Age. Now, it's been cool because for Grand Theft Auto 4, we did the first radio tour. You know, I come from radio, and then I moved into video games because the guys that do Grand Theft Auto, Rockstar, and Rockstar North, which is in Edinburgh, as you say, they put the whole game together. They contacted me and said, you know, you want to do some sort of spoof radio with us, and so I moved away from radio in the real world to make radio in video games, but you know, radio doesn't get the respect from the establishment that it should. So I said, let's take the game out on tour and show it off to, you know, radio stations. So right now, I mean, like I was saying, we did New York, San Francisco, Chicago, Minneapolis, Vegas, all over London, and then Birmingham. Am I saying that right? Everybody bugs on me.
I always play, like, I think it probably goes knows that everyone's going to go, it's actually Birmingham, but not Birmingham, but it's an English thing, like pronunciations and stuff like that.
So it's been good, man. And, you know, people are responding well to it. You know,
So is there a particular reason why this one is just Xbox exclusive?
Well, I mean, for years, Grand Theft Auto was only exclusive to the PlayStation. You know, PlayStation 2 was the only way that you could play Grand Theft Auto. Sony and you know, we developed for both Sony and Microsoft. In this case, Microsoft came to us while we were developing Grand Theft Auto 4 and said, we'd like you to create 2 more stories inside this world that work with the main story. And so we partnered with them and created this just for them. So, you know, people say, oh, I've got a PS3, what do I do? And you know what I did is the same sort of Mac versus PC thing. You just get both. You know, I mean, I know you take a sort of a hit, but just get a PS3 and an Xbox, because there's rad games that are just on the PS3 and there's rad games that are just on the Xbox. So if you got both, then there's no bugging.
I'm assuming Rockstar is recession hit then, because I don't know if I can buy both.
Well, you understand everybody's a bit recession hit. Maybe you could get one at a pawn shop. Do you have pawn shops here?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, that's where people that have drug habits take their PS3 and then you go pick it up for £100.
It's
Sounds
true.
like a good idea. See, this is England. Some people would kind of be embarrassed to go in there. So maybe I'll go and put on a disguise and old school glasses and big nose.
No, you should never be embarrassed. See, in the United States, people will throw their own mother out of the car on a speeding highway if they could save $5 somehow by it. So it's pawn shops are huge in the United States. They're now online, so when, you know, somebody comes in and pawns their wedding ring or whatever, so that they can get a bit of a hit or whatever, that thing's up online in 5 minutes, and you can be 2,000 miles away and be buying it out from under them.
It's crazy.
It's democracy. It's capitalism, my friend. I think we invented it. No, wait, you did.
We did. So did you have to, like, in terms of the whole process of the game being made, how much of that are you involved in? Did you have to, like, research biker gangs just to not offend anybody? Did you have to kind of make the story properly?
Well, every game that we do, we've got a research department of about 4 or 5 people that have, you know, legitimate research and librarian degrees, and they will put together documents inches thick about any topic. So when we did Grand Theft Auto Vice City, we had so much documentation about Miami in the 80s, because it was a spoof of Miami, even down to how much cocaine cost for the per ounce, per kilo, so that everything's accurate. You know, we try to make everything historically accurate. For Grand Theft Auto 4: The Lost and the Damned, since it's about biker gangs, these guys, you know, delved deeply into biker gang culture. You know, they went around with some law enforcement and cops that have been fighting biker gangs for a long time. They talk to ex-biker gang members. They talk to current biker gang members, so that it's all legit. You know, in the game there's 3 biker gangs, and one of the 3 is called the Uptown Riders. It was the black biker gang that you saw before. You know, in New York City there's a black biker gang, and they all ride those sort of really souped up Japanese bikes. You know, they're not into the choppers and all that. So we made sure that they were represented in this game as well.
Fat Club.